Parshat Tzav, the second portion in the book of Leviticus, continues the discussion of the korbanot, or sacrifices, detailing the responsibilities of the Kohanim, or the priest, in their sacrificial service. Unlike Parshat Vayikrah, which focuses on the individuals bringing offerings, Tzav emphasizes the role of the priest and the procedures they must follow. Additionally, this parsha introduces the ordination of Aaron and his sons as the spiritual leaders of Israel. In this video, we will explore the themes of sacrifice, holiness, and spiritual responsibility and their relevance in modern times. Parshat Tzav can be divided into two main sections. First, there are the laws of sacrifice, found in Leviticus chapter 6, beginning with verse 1 through chapter 7, verse 38. The olah, or burnt offering, remains on the altar all night, symbolizing total devotion. The mincha, or meal offering, is a tribute to Hashem, partially burned, while the rest is consumed by the priest. The chatat, or sin offering, and asham, or guilt offering, atone for unintentional sins and guilt, emphasizing purification. The shalomim, or peace offering, represents communal gratitude and thanksgiving. Secondly, there is the consecration of the priests, found in Leviticus chapter 8, verses 1 through 36. Moshe anoints Aaron and his sons, dressing them in priestly garments described in the previous parshiot. The offerings for their ordination are presented. The ceremony lasts 7 days, marking their transition from the mundane into sacred service. The Kohanim, in their role of leadership and responsibility, is fully expressed in this parsha. The parsha highlights the Kohanim's responsibility to maintain purity, uphold the sanctity of sacrifices, and serve as intermediaries between Hashem and the people. Now, this is something Hashem tolerated, as its desire was always to meet its people where they were on a personal one-on-one level without the need of any intermediaries. However, the people quickly made known their preference for someone to mediate between them and Hashem. This puts added importance to the place of the Kohanim, the role that they would play in the lives of everyday people, as the priest's strict adherence to divine commands reflects the weight of their spiritual leadership. Some of those details include the command to keep the altar fire burning continuously, Leviticus 6:6, symbolizing the eternal nature of devotion to Hashem. The priestly conduct is closely monitored, as the Kohanim are given specific laws on consuming sacrificial portions, reinforcing their distinct status. While the temple no longer stands in our day, spiritual leadership today still requires dedication, responsibility, and the ability to inspire holiness among others by example. What role does the symbolism of sacrifices in the post-temple world have on us today? Well, with no active sacrificial system, the deeper meaning behind korbanot remains very significant. Prayer has become a replacement. The Jewish sages equated the daily prayers to the sacrificial service. See the Talmud in Berachot 26b. The morning and afternoon prayers correspond to the tamid, or daily offerings once performed by the Kohanim in the temple complex. For all Jews, the absence of the temple now requires the personal sacrifice seen in our acts of kindness, our acts of charity, and self-improvement. These are now seen by our rabbis as modern forms of spiritual offerings. Just as the altar's fire was never extinguished, so too must an individual's passion for spiritual growth remain constant. So I'm going to ask, because we're in that season now, is there a connection between Tzav and Pesach, or Passover? Parshat Tzav often coincides with the lead-up to Pesach, as it does this year, reinforcing themes of purification and divine service. The priest's consecration mirrors the Israelites' transformation during the Exodus, from servitude to spiritual elevation. Parshat Tzav provides deep insights into the role of Kohanim, the significance of sacrifices, and the timeless nature of divine service. Though the temple sacrifices are no longer practiced, their principle endures through prayer, ethical conduct, and unwavering commitment to spirituality. Just as the fire on the altar burned perpetually, so too must the flame of faith and dedication continue to shine in every generation. Well, beloved, that's all we have today. I want to thank you for participating. If you enjoy and learn from these videos, please like, subscribe, share with others, and hit that notification bell. As you know, all my videos can be found on Rumble, YouTube, and across the various social media platforms. And links to my Shmu's Views Locals community, Substack, and blogger page are in the description below. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. So until next time, Shalom.